Hello Year 7, here is your KIP quiz. Please complete the questions on your whiteboard and pause the video until you're ready for the answers. Get ready to show your answers. 1, 2, 3, show your teacher. Now mark your answers and work out your score as a percentage. Pause the video. One, two, three, show your teacher. Well done. Clean your boards and leave them with the pen on your desk. Pause the video until everyone has their books. Please write the date and the title. Today we're going to be learning about polygons and we will be looking at calculating the perimeter. Here are the names of some regular and irregular polygons. If they're regular, they've all got the same length of size and the same internal angles. So if we look at the triangle, it's got 3 sides. The first triangle that you can see in the picture is a regular triangle, but the one next to it is irregular because you've got different lengths of sides and different internal angles. The same applies with the quadrilateral, quad meaning 4. Pentagon, we've got a 5-sided shape. Hexagon, 6 sides. Look at the irregular hexagon. We don't normally think of that as a hexagon, do we? And then you've got the octagon, 8 sides. Now we're going to do some work where I'll start and then I want you to follow. So the first question says to work out the perimeter of each shape below. I'd like you to pause the video and draw the shapes. To work out the perimeter of each shape, we need to add together all of the sides because the perimeter is the outside edge. 5, add 5, add 3 is 16. Each measurement is in centimetres, so that's why we've got centimetres as our units of measure. Remember, with area, we'd have centimetres squared. Then for the square underneath, the yellow square, we've got 7, add 7, add 7, add 7. Now, of course, because that's a regular shape, a regular polygon, we could say 4 times 7, but do be careful. It's not centimetres times centimetres. We're adding, so we have a unit of measure of centimetres. Let's have a look at the next one now. That one is 8 centimetres. Can you think of a reason why we can work out the measurement even though we've only got one side labelled? It's because it's an equilateral triangle. So we could say 3 times 8 is 24, or we can say 8, add 8, add 8. That's 24 centimetres. And for the last one, again, very similar. We can say 6 times 7 equals 42, or we could say 7, add 7, add 7, add 7, add 7, add 7. Please draw these diagrams. They don't need to be accurate, but you must label them accurately. That means that they aren't drawn to scale, but the labels will tell you which each side measures. Then you've got to work out the perimeter and show your workings. Do not just write the answer. Be careful to remember the units of measure and make sure, even though your diagrams may not be accurately drawn, they must be drawn with a pencil and a ruler. Pause the video now. Here are your answers. Mark them with a purple pen. Make any corrections that you need to. Sometimes we get a question that looks like this. It's going to take a little bit more thinking. Pause the video while you draw these diagrams. Right, let's take the first one. It's saying that we've got 8 centimetres for the length, and it's a rectangle, so we've got to use our shapes knowledge here, and we know that the opposite side is also 8, so 2 of the sides have a value of 8. So that's 16 centimetres in total. We know that from the question that the total perimeter is 26 centimetres. So I'm going to take away the 16 and that leaves me with 10 centimetres. That's 10 centimetres for 2 of the sides. And remember, both those sides have the same value. The value is x at the moment because it's unknown. So I'm going to divide my leftover 10 centimetres by the 2 sides. And I get an answer of 5. So x has a value of 5. Have a look at the pentagon now. So 2 metres, I'm converting that into centimetres because that's going to be easier for us to manage. So 2 metres is the same thing as me saying 200 centimetres. Now 5x is because it's a 5-sided shape. Remember, that's a pentagon. So 5x's are equal to 200. If I divide both sides there by 5, I'm left with 1x, because 5 divided by 5 is 1. So 1x is equal to 40 centimetres, because 200 divided by the 5 is 40. Make sure that you have all of the workings written down. Pause the video while you do this. Now here are some problem solving questions for you. All of these shapes have got the same perimeter. You've got to work out the missing values. One of these shapes is going to give you a clue. If there is one single line on the sides, then that means that all of those sides are equal in measure. Pause the video, draw the questions, and get ready for your answers. Here are your answers. The clue here that we had to work out with was the equilateral triangle. That was the easiest one to work with there because it's 24 centimetres. It's a 3-sided shape. So 24 divided by 3 gives me 8. Having that piece of knowledge meant that we could then work out the other shapes. All of these shapes have the same perimeter. You've got to work out the missing values. Draw the shapes and then pause the video. Here are your answers. And here's an extension if you've managed to complete all of the other ones. All of these shapes have the same perimeter. Work out the missing values. We've got some decimals here. Pause the video. Here are your answers. And here's your exit ticket.